So again, we were going over last week the na po ba. Remember that? Na po ba? And it answers the questions oo or hindi, right? When we answered the yes, oo, aalis na po kami, you can see the sequence there, right? And then the hindi na po kami. So in format one, the oo o hindi has a definite sequence, right? And then in the maybe, all we have to do is just put the baka alis. Oh, this is typo here. There's only two a's alis, not alis. Okay. So, and then of course, in siguro hindi na po kami aalis, right? And then baka aalis. So here we have the hindi na po kami aalis. You just put the siguro in front. Aalis na po kami bukas. You put the siguro in front as well. Okay. So the maybe is just putting it in front, whether it's a positive or a negative. So quick question here, and choose one that you can answer. Read the question and see if you can answer just one.
Maybe the second question. Bumalik na po ba sila kanina? Would that be like a younger person is asking me, did they come back earlier?
Yes. So how would you answer that if you were being asked that?
Oo, bumalik na sila kanina.
Excellent. Yes, very good. And how would you answer it if it was negative?
Hindi na sila bumalik kanina.
Excellent, Sophie. You're killing this. Okay. I mean, the way you're actually picking up on it is really amazing, because most usually than not, people struggle because of the format and all that. But you're on spot here. And then finally, siguro or marahil?
I had a question actually about
Okay.
the different maybes. I think
Yes.
that was one of my questions.
Yes.
Is there a different context you might use the different maybe, or is it just preference people use a different one?
The only difference here is that marahil is really the more formal regional, marahil. When you say marahil in Manila, you will sound like you are actually speaking Tagalog because you follow the regional Tagalog. But if you are in Manila, which is the more cosmopolitan, English integrated Tagalog, the baka and siguro are more commonly used there, because siguro is derived from the Spanish seguro, right? And so baka siguro is used more commonly if you're in Manila. Marahil is more formal because it's more traditionally regional Tagalog for maybe. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And however, either one of them can be used, and they all say the same thing, maybe.
So it's kind of like in English, if someone chooses to say maybe versus perhaps or something.
Yes, exactly. Perhaps or maybe.
Yeah.
And again, the marahil is more regional formal. That it? Okay, let's move forward. So these examples, magsha-shopping, magsha-shopping ba kayo mamaya is, o magsha-shopping kami, right? So I like to point there the shifting of the pronouns, right? Okay,
Mhm.
good, very good, very good. So we are going to start now from time of day to the positions, place, using the connective sa and now. So in this connectives, as similarly to the connectives of time, we would be using these two connective sa now, right? Uh, so let's see. Just like when you say in tomorrow afternoon, bukas, bukas ng tanghali, right? And but we don't use sa because sa is the the article that indicates place, right? So kumain kami kahapon ng tanghali, yesterday afternoon, yesterday noon. So you don't say kumain kami sa, but when we start saying the place, kumain kami kahapon ng tanghali sa there. So we now put at, right? So here we start with position, where sa is equivalent to these articles of place, in, on, at, to, right? So sa and position. So these are the position words. So go ahead and see, just to practice to say it, go ahead.
Harap, likod, gilid, itaas, ilalim, loob, labas, kanan, gitna, kaliwa.
Yes, gitna, right? That's a glottal stop on gitna.
Gitna.
Yes, very good. So these are, positions, right? So you say the front of, in front of, at, on top of, right? So inside, outside, etc. So every single one of these is preceded by the article sa. Okay. Okay. So let's now. So if you say position and place, then we put here the non-connective, and nang is the equivalent of the English word of. So here are some terms that can be used in terms of place. So go ahead and read them.
Bahay, kwarto, kusina, hardin, simbahan, eskwela.
Okay, yes. And you can see here, some words are from Spanish. Can you figure out which words they are from Spanish?
Kwarto, kusina, hardin, eskwela.
Yes, 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 you're right. All these are derived from the Spanish words, all right? Cuarto, cocina, jardín, right? Escuela. So, but bahay, simbahan are the ones that are more Tagalog. Okay, so when you say sa loob ng kusina, so you see, you have the position and the place. Okay, so let's see. You have your list there so that you remember them. And so there are, of course, specific action words that are paired with position, right? And so most of these action words are the more common. So go ahead and just read the root words.
Tago, tulog, kain, luto, punta, trabajo.
Okay, so tago, right? And
Tago.
yes, in tago, luto, luto. Okay, so I put also there the corresponding type of verbs these are. So it's na, nag, or u. Okay, so you'll get this slide anyway after lesson, so you don't have to write them down right now. I just want to make sure that you have them in
With
your, yes.
with punta, with
Boom.
the nug and the does that
Yes,
mean you could conjugate it either way?
yes, yes, yes. Oh, good point. Yes, punta is one more of the few verbs that can be conjugated in both ways. Nagpunta, nagpupunta, nagpupunta, and magpupunta sila, magpupunta. And it can also be conjugated in the Pumunta, pumupunta, and pupunta. And I will be giving you a list of some, and says that there's not many of them, some action words that can be conjugated in both nag and and punta is one of them. Lakad is another one. Naglakad, lakad is to walk, right? So lumakad. And sometimes they're used in very specific, more specific context on how to use nag and but we'll get to that later down our lessons. Okay, good question, good question. So to combine them, look at how it is now combined in using the time and day in format 1 and format 2. Look at how it is combined and look at how it is formatted, right? Of course, the conjugation is consisted with the connective in time, but in the connective of place, you can add the connective of place however you want it. All right, so you could put the connective after the basic pronoun in action. You could put it in front, you can put it at the back. Same thing with the connective of time. Okay, so look at the format 1. So make sure you can look at we're consistent with the format 1. See, nagtago kami. Kami ay nagtago, right? And you can put the time, kahapon ng hating gabi, and then sa likod ng bahay. And you can actually jumble it. And it really doesn't have any huge, change in what you want to say. So you could say, sa likod ng bahay, nagtago kami kahapon ng hating gabi, right? Or kahapon ng hating gabi, sa likod ng bahay, nagtago kami. And so you could see the major parts there, right? The action, the time, and the place, right? So let's see. Can you figure out what it's saying here? So, of course, you're just beginning with the vocabulary. Sa likod ng bahay is likod. Is.
I can't remember likod, but bahay is house. Or
House,
is
yes.
bahay also, could it just also mean at home?
Yes, sa bahay, at home. Yes, yes. Bahay or house can refer to home, and it really depends on the context, but they are interchangeable. But sa likod means at the back, right? At the back. So nagtago is to hide, right? So basically it's saying
We hid at the back of the house yesterday afternoon.
yesterday. Hating gabi?
Yesterday in the I can't remember hating, but it's evening, sometime in the
Yes.
evening.
Yes, sometime in the evening. Hating gabi is midnight.
Midnight.
Midnight,
Okay.
yes. Hating gabi. Hati, just to let you know, hati is to cut it in half. So if you say hating gabi, it's like the night is the middle where you cut it in half. So that's why it's midnight. So it's amazing how it's actually said. So midnight is hating gabi. All right. So I think what I would like to emphasize here too is to just focus on format one, just format two, you could see how it is also done, but more on format one is how we will be moving forward with this, okay? But format two is just the same. Kami ay nagtago, and then the time and the place, right? And you are familiar with format two. Okay. So then, as with any of the declarative, we can now also just plug in the ba, right? And ikaw ay kumain ba, right? Kumain ka ba, right? And as we plug in the ba, same thing, we plug in the place and the time, right? So what is this asking?
Did you eat inside the kitchen earlier?
Yes, yes, yes. So now you can ask that question. Did you eat at the restaurant this morning, right? Okay, so is this making sense now to you? Are you seeing
Mm-hmm.
how it is constructed? Right, good, good. All right, let's see. Okay, and then of course, the po. I'm just putting here the po. So nawala is to lose on one, lose one's way, okay? You get lost, you're nawala. So what is this trying to say?
I can't remember simbahan, but did you get lost outside the simbahan earlier?
Yes, simbahan is church. When you
Church,
go
okay.
simba, actually simba is a
Oh, I
nag.
remember. It's a
Yes,
verb also, right?
yes, yes. It's a nag verb. It's a nag verb, and nagsimba, nagsisimba, magsisimba. So, and then we will also learn that some of the words, if it becomes a place of where you do it, you actually add the an suffix, simbahan, right? Or the an suffix, we will learn that simbahan, kainan, tulugan, right? Puntahan, right? So this will be part of what you're going to learn later on as you create some of these action words into places of where you do that action. Okay, legal, right? Legal is where you take a bath. It's legal. Where is it that you take a bath? Liguan, right? And you laba. When you make laba, you wash your clothes, right? How do you say it where you wash your clothes? Labahan, right? So again, that is just conjugating it, but we will get to that later. Okay, so nawala po ba kayo? When did you get lost outside the church earlier? Very good. So, po ba? So if I put the na, where do I put the na?
Napo ba?
Yes,
Or okay.
yes, yes. Remember, it is the sequence na po ba. Nawala na po ba, right? Nawala kayo. So, nawala na po ba kayo? So, that would be the na po ba in format 1. Okay, there you go. The na adding the na in format 2, what do you notice? What do you notice about adding the na when it's a ba, when it has the ba in format 2? That's why I want you to focus more on format 1 than format 2. What do you notice when adding the na?
Well, it's not before the pull in format 2, but
Yeah.
it's before pull in format 1.
Yes. And where do you put the na in format 2?
After the action.
Always, yes, after the action. So if you want to use format 2 and you want to use the na, that's why I want to focus on the na po ba, because it's more on format 1. But if you want to use format 2 with the na, kumain po ba, kayo po ba ay kumain na, right? Sa itaas ng restaurant. So sa itaas is above, up on top of, right? So what this is asking?
Did you eat on top of the restaurant?
And what is the na?
Already?
Yes, did you already? Yes. So there is a difference, right? When you ask, did you eat at the top of the restaurant? As opposed to, did you already eat at the top of the, there's a different kind of, what is this? What would you call that? Like, is it urgency, or how would you describe it? How would you describe adding now? When you add already, you know, did you eat at the top of the restaurant? As opposed to, did you eat at the top of the restaurant already?
I guess emphasis, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yeah, did you eat when you I guess when you say, did you eat outside the house, is like just simply asking whether you ate inside or outside, right? But when you add the already, did you eat at the outside of the house already? It's just like yeah, certain sense of time, right? Of whether you did it already or not. So just to make a point that the na does have a role, okay? And it does make a difference, right? So that's subtle difference, but you know, but it makes a really major difference, though subtle, okay? All right, so let's see. Practice na. And you can go ahead and take out the sheet of na, nag, action words, and see if you can play around with the places you got today, and places and time. See if you can come up with one. Either it's in a question form or a declarative form.
I don't think I got the worksheet for today. I only have the homework. I think I only have the homework from last week.
Really? Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can put, oh, let me see. Let me go out here and make sure. Hang on. I'll forward it to you. Let's see. Hang on here while I. Huh. That's really odd. Okay. I thought I sent it out last night.
Did it maybe get just saved in your drafts instead of sending?
Let me see.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yes. You know what? Look at that. It did. Oh, my goodness.
that
Okay.
happens to me sometimes.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't even. Oh. Okay. So let's see. Send.
Okay, let me look at my email now.
Oh, my gosh. Should be there. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
That's the. Okay. Did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
It's the lesson guide. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you have there are the different terms, right? Of the um, that's really have to. So it. So let me see. Let's put this one. I'm gonna put this there. That's the. So we have the. Let me put the. There's your position terms, right? And just to add, so harap is. Oh, harap is front. Likod is back. Gilid is side. Das is top. Are you seeing this? Down is
Mm-hmm.
below. Okay. Then kanan is right. That is middle of. And kaliwa is left. So it's like the left side, right? And then let's go down. Oh, we still have two more. So here it is inside and outside. There you go. So there's this is with the ba. So without the ba, so you can see here, hindi kami nagtago sa and this is saying no, and this is saying yeah, nagtago kami sa loob. So can you do one? See if you can do one. And there's your different verbs. Can just be liberal. Just do one for come up with one, and maybe come up with a question and then answer it. That would be even better.
What is the format again? Is it
Follow the what is this? Follow the basic format one, and then add a connective of time and place. Right.
um Lumakad ba sila sa labas ng eskwela kaninang umaga?
So let me write it down. Let's see. Lumabas ba sila sa
Oh, lumakad.
lumakad? Okay. Lumakad ba sila
sa labas ng eskwela kaninang umaga?
Yes. And what did you just ask here, Sophie?
Did they walk outside school earlier this morning?
Excellent. Yes. And how would you answer that? Give me an answer.
Siguro hindi na sila lumakad sa labas ng eskwela.
You can stop there. Yes. And yes. There you go. Siguro hindi na sila lumakad sa labas. Yes. How does that feel? So, how about something about eating? Eating, which is the most common Tagalog action word.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Kumain ba kayo? Is it ba kayo? Yeah. Sa loob ng kusina kaninang araw? Would that just be earlier today? Or
kanina,
or could I just say kanina?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And what did you just ask her?
Did you eat inside the kitchen earlier?
Yes. Yes. And again, you can actually what tell me, what am I saying? Here, hang on.
Did they eat at the restaurant last night?
Yes. So again, you can actually jumble it around, right? Kagabi, kumain ba sa restaurant? Right. Okay, and you can jumble it around, right? Sa So
are we going to do karaoke at Wajimaya tomorrow?
Yes. Yes. So see how you can now and how would you answer this?
Hindi na tayo magkakaraoke bukas. Magkakaraoke tayo sa what is the karaoke place that's down the street from there?
sa bahay.
Sa bahay.
Hindi sa Wajimaya. So what did you just say?
We're not going to do karaoke tomorrow. We're going to do karaoke at home, not at Wajimaya.
Wow, there you go. So there it is. you actually and that's it. That's basically it. Now, so you could see now the three major parts of a basic Tagalog sentence, right? What did you just learn are the components of a Tagalog sentence. You have the format one, action, pronoun. Then you have the connective of time. If you have the connective of time, then you need to know the conjugation of past, present, and future, right? Of the action. So if you're able to know how to say it in past, present, or future, then you just combine that with the connective of time, and then you have the connective of place, right? And then you can say it. Now, if you're going to just ask it, all you have to do, whether it's a yes or no question, all you have to do is either add the vowel word, or there's another way of asking a question. I don't know if you remember it. One is adding the ba, and what's the other one?
Just with the tone of your voice and saying a declarative.
Yes, 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 yes. All right, Sophie, you are the lone wolf today, and you're making you're making a really good headway to this. So, yeah. So I guess the next thing that I would ask you to do, as with everyone, so you know this, and you know it's like I know her, or I know that person, but it's now time to talk to that person and get to know the person. The same way with this, these are all external for now. You know, you're familiar, you're aware of the patterns, but now it's time to internalize it by what? By either creating more of it. So there's quantity becomes quality, right? So the more you engage yourself, the more it internalizes itself. All right. So I would like you to come up with the what is this? With the coming up with more examples. All right. And so that's basically, yeah. So that's what you just did today, right? So that's basically it. So just so for Thursday, we will I'll send you more exercise sheets that will cover time, place, declaratives, and the ba format. And more like it's going to be more like familiarizing yourself. Now it's just a matter of familiarizing yourself with the vocabularies, right? Because once you have the vocabularies worked out, you can actually start creating your own.